ถ้าเก็บอีกหนึ่งเปิดมีดคัดเลยนะ
แกมแนบหลังกล้องมาสโมก
โอ้โห
ยากว่ะ
And now they're grouping up.
Oh,
oh my god, he's got the pick. Hold on! This is game on Sunday!
โอ้ย
Oh, he didn't get caught with the
โอ้ย
was huge.
Long leg, buddy.
3 in the round. 2 off the rocket, and now Martin, can he do any more? He's feeling it. He wants more. He's chomping at the bit. He wants some dead. Magnum.
เอ้า
Gonna take down for six. The fuse comes in. And Karmine will prepare.
0-0ดิเหี้ย
With the Lotus here in Madrid,
Yeah.
a real head scratcher
ใคร
here
จะไป A ไป C ไม่รู้
to
กู
see
ไป B เลย
how
ละ
much
กัน
is really go because Astra has a lot of utility. Obviously, open up the possibilities, especially on a map like Lotus. Three-side map. Paperx early on probe towards B, but
ปุ่มชิปหายไปจริง
didn't really catch wind of anything on the other side of that. Magnum will spot out the rotation. Yeah, no real progress towards site here, and KC a little bit disconnected from B once again. Looks like Paperx going to follow through this time.
โอ้ย
Oh dear.
โอ้โห
Forsaken's in a bit of a tricky
What's
position, but Monier's got the shot on lock. Gonna take
Wait,
down
Matt.
one.
Ui.
Forsaken with a follow-up. Paperx just
Wait.
pull out on the site and win
Con
out
điêu.
on the site. I'll break for KC there as Narrate just
เรียบร้อย
drifting
เฮ้ย
on
เมื่อกี้
through.
ไอเดียการใช้ของ KC แจ๋วนะ นาโนซ้ายขวาใช่ไหมพื้นที่ตรงกลางมีให้ยืนนึงแล้วมันระเบิดไปตรงกลาง
I mean, it's good to really get Engs
ถ้าไม่ได้ฮิวน่าจะมีการด้องเกิดขึ้น
ไม่ตายก็เจ็บอะเจ็บหนัก
How can you prep? There's not an awful lot you can do other than the age-old kind of play your own
Right.
game sort of approach. But then when you come out here and there's a different composition, there's another set of question marks. Will not Paperx really even rely on these agents to excel in terms of utility or continue to run it down? Forsaken and something on your front line. You've got to feel very confident.
เดี๋ยวนะวงไม่ใช่ไอ้บ็อกซี่ครับผม
Looking for that full-play stack here. Feels like that flash was enough. The Paperx don't like what they're seeing, and it's actually quite well timed that they drift away. They will have a completely open A site. They'll note the lack of utility after last round. Magnum was there. I mean, it's not the biggest indicator, but now the fact that Forsaken has gone to the back of the site should give it away. Narrate though outdoes it with the classic. I do not know, but he'll be happy enough with it. Aren't going to come down now, down to the 4. It is just classics as well for KC. There's nothing beyond that. There's not frenzy, there's not advantage, there's nothing. It is purely classic. So something going to take up the test now as well.
I think they're a little bit conscious, yeah. Who's post off on heaven now? Identifying the judges there. Don't expect too many bodies to funnel in this way. Narrate punished on the second attempt here. Yeah, a lot of time bought here.
And something's on the case here, just prowling on the edges of those smokes. Opting to try and clear, to farm through, to try and hunt down these final players. But Magnum again with a connection. Can they make this really costly? It looks like they're going to try and exit through CT, which is the right call. Monnier going to double around.
ตัด
Spots him
ปื
out,
น
but
ตัดกัน
hey,
ไปตัดกันมา
Karmine making this, cost a little bit. Mind Freak and Divide do manage to escape. That Bulldog is still in play.
I mean, I think they only lose the judge though, if I'm not mistaken.
They just got
มอนเป่าโคตรดูดหัวมันเนี่ย
Didn't see exactly what the purchase was, but regardless, something straight onto the operator.
น้องจริงค่ะไม่หยุดไม่ชินเวลา
Mark in the mix here for Karmine Corp. Doesn't really even have the benefit of having the Blade Storm kind of on the brink. Has to make this work. Has Divide got anything? Oh, well, Sheriff now. Drifting really deep onto this angle very early on. No resistance from KC on the other side, unless Magnum was spotted.
He was jump spotting that corner earlier.
Yeah.
But that might have to be taken away from the repertoire. I'm worried that someone else might be going to go. Narrate's very nearby to this. They've noted that operator. No bullets have been fired, but if they'd seen anything, you can't do it. You can see them trying to toy with it. Daring anyone to try and peek a little further forward, but no one is. Good control being shown by Karmine Corp. Mind Freak getting very close. Should have been considered here by Narrate, and he has been.
นั่นเล่น
They're really putting
อารามบอด
bodies
มัน
behind
ไอเนี่ย
this.
Gap towards B here, but Spike not committed either way. So PaperX might resort to that now. I mean, it's only really Shin that's going to be able to cause any issues on the way in here. Narrate slowly creeping closer and closer.
Still not noting this
โอ้โห
operator.
สไน
I mean,
แง้ม
Spike
นี้
is
เลย
still
นะ
not committed either.
รุ่นใหญ่ใจถึง
โอ้โหเช็คทุกมุม
ตั้งแต่แง้มมายังไม่เจอใครเลยน่ะ
PaperX's games
ตั้ง
right
แต่ฐาน
now.
อะ
Quite cool as well.
วุ้นละนี่
Quick smoking
เจอ
and
ไหม
Spike trying to make it across. Does anyone catch it in
ไม่
the hills?
เจอ
No, but
ท
something-
ยังไม่เจอใครครับผม18 วิ
Got to be careful of door. They've got to be careful of the flank.
ไปไหนกันหมด
Considering how
something
far
งง
Something is cleared towards CT.
They're really doing. Unfortunately, now a lot of questions.
ดุ้งเล็กน้อย
The KC need to figure this
Thơm
out
mà,
pretty
thơm.
quickly.
แหมสโมกให้เพื่อน
A real exchange of utility here as the retake
Oi,
starts to build up
oi!
something, rattling off a couple of shots, but Forsaken in a fantastic position as well. If he can hold this down,
ชีวิต
he
มัน
can
ลำบาก
become
ไง
such a
อ๋อ
force
ส
on
ภา
this
แล้วตรงนี้
side.
ใส่ก็
Try
แก้
and
ไป
maybe
เป็นส
double
ไน
up here with something, but there is the
Ui,
push. And
cũng-
look at these shots just going astray. Can
Ôi.
Monnier do anything in a
Mon con
1v3?
điều.
Karmine Corp
มัน
flying
มัน
inside,
ตัด
just
แฟ้ง
connected.
อ้า
Bodies in the right places.
เกรง
They time it
เกรงจัด
well.
ป๊า
They swing back through.
This is one of those situations I was crediting on the first map, really. PaperX will keep pushing. You give them that space, but KC are playing in spawn. They're still in buy phase with 20 seconds left on the
KC
clock.
ต้องยืนว่ะแต่เป็นเล็กจะตื่น
Well, a really, really well coordinated retake. This is after there's
สรุป
a gravity
Sao này
well
đi
to
kìm
slow
lưỡi mà
things
kìa.
down.
ไม่ได้กิน
Just
เลย
inside link.
งงจัด
Don't leave him hanging. Don't leave him.
ซูมเดินมาตั้งแต่บ้านอะมาไกลมาก
Okay, moment.
แล้วเมื่อกี้เขาจะชนหมัดเขาไม่ชนกับเพื่อนอ่ะ
It's a vibe
โอ้โห
killer.
ถืออย่างนาน
Vibes down.
Yeah.
Game's lost.
Yeah, this wraps.
Let's go, Mike. Pace change, looking like. Committed control towards Mount this time as well. And yeah, look at this. Very pacey. Gonna get the first real glimpse of this C site. Hadn't tested too much. And again, KC gonna evacuate. Why would they stick around? They've heard enough of this.
มี
Don't
มัน
need any
เที่ยว
more of it.
ยิงหมาแม่ง
It's
เลย
gonna
บา
be
ซู
a
ก้า
plant.
ลูกนี้
But look at that big flank coming out from Monnier.
โอ้โห
His timing could
เจ็
be
ดเลสลูก
critical.
ซองคนละกระบ
They
อก
need to hold a fair amount of this space for it to really come to fruition.
ตีไงอะ
Could be a nuisance in the backlines here.
เดี๋ยวโดนดูดอีก
Good face off an operator versus a judge. Actually, Monnier
Oi.
pulls trigger
Oh.
at just the right time.
Love seeing something swing as well, just to make sure it goes their way. And the last two being herded. Nowhere to run, nowhere
Ui.
to hide. Narrate gonna try and bully his way past, but it's not
ได้
just
หรือ
one.
เปล่า
The whole team's gonna be here.
เอาไป
Something
ก่
to
อ
be
น
careful. Doesn't want to lose the operator, but they're hunting him down now. The hunter becoming the hunted as Tomasi falls. And it looks like that
และหัน
operator's
กลับมาเล็ง
made
ครับ
its way
ตั้ง
out,
ท่า
at least until now.
ประ
The
กบ
door
แนบแก้ม
broken earlier, I believe it
กันหาย
was.
ใจ
Something
โบยัง
the
ไปเลย
finest
ผนัง
angle. Trying to get away,
ตั้ง
Narrate.
ใหม่
Gotta be careful though.
กันหาย
There
ใจ
is the
ลาก
rest of the
เล็ง
squad
เข้าไป
in now. And PaperX with that pace change working
เฮ้ย
out
หลบ
that C
เฮ้ย
side.
ทักหลบ
กระบอกนี้น่าจะไม่ดีอะซัมติงต้องเปลี่ยนว่ะ
ผมว่าสูตรมันเบี้ยวอ่ะเหมือนปืนจุด
เออมันต้องไปจูนใหม่หรือต้องเปลี่ยนกระบอกนี้
ปืนไม่งแปลกๆงงว่ะ
สวัสดีครับพี่คุณเจ้าชู้
เอ้าหัวหน้าสมาคมคนที่ชูสวัสดีครับ เบนเทน่า
สวัสดีครับพี่สวัสดีครับ
สวัสดีน้องโบเต้ได้ครับ
สวัสดีครับ พี่หัวหน้าสมาคม
เฮ้ย
And that's the real benefit. You can create this space and KC
Yeah,
have
but don't
to
back though.
concede it.
เอ้ยรู้ว่าจากใครครับ
You have
อ่ะ
someone
รู้
like
แล้วพี่
Monnier
ผิด
get
มาหรือเปล่า
behind
น้อง
on
โบ
these
เต้
plays.
เปล่าครับพี่
It's
ไม่
a real
พี่
Ui.
ไม่ได้บอกอะไรเลยครับ
Forsaken. Finish on the first hit. KC looking to get the hell out of dodge.
You just can't aim duel against these guys. You just, even in a fair fight.
มันจบหรือยังครับพี่เอ๋ย
In
คิด
the
ว่าไงครับ
meantime, not only did they get
จบแล้ว
to pick
2-0
towards C, they've already started to make that
จบแล้วใช่ไหม
progress towards A.
อ้ายหมดลุ้นแล้วสิ
Much better off in the weaponry and
Ui, ui, ui.
rewarded. Monnier
อะไรอะ
gonna be overwhelmed though. Magnum gonna get one back. That could be a weapon potentially recovered. Something on the case to keep control of it, and that's gonna allow time for the plant to come in. Narrate still has that rifle, but that's about it. Beyond them, Stinger in play. Oh, that's rough. Not what he wanted there. Not what they wanted at all.
Something gets pinged off that as well. Forced back off that angle, but KC still need to get through this choke point.
และถ้าเป้ามาแก้มแนบหลังกล้องจากนี้เจอเป้าแล้วยิง
อื้อหือ
Magnum out to
ชัวร์
seven.
เป็นที่ปืนเป็นที่ปืนศูนย์ไม่ดีกระบอกเนี้ย
ผมว่าเคยเป็นตอนผมไปงานวัดผมบอกเลย
Can he do this?
อันนั้นปืนยิงลูกโป่งเปล่า
Pop off here.
คือเล็งตรง
Three would be
ลูก
exceptional.
โป่ง
He
ตรง
gets
ตุ๊
it
ก
to
ตา
halfway.
แล้วแม่งเป้าไปไหน
Oh,
กัน
but
ไม่รู้
Divide just died.
เฮ้ย
Oh, God, he's got him. This
Đụng
time
chặt.
he gets his
lên.
three. Fisted on the
เฮ้ย
first.
โคตรเวอร์
Sprint in the second
พี่นาเล่นเขา
lap
มาเล่นอัน
here.
นี้เหรอ
Red Bull
ต้องหา
clutch
ข่าว
by
เนี่ย
his side.
What a swing back for KC. It's all but done when they get held in this choke point.
มาเล่นนี่ตัวคัด
Magnum with a stinger outdoes something. Like I said, another.
กูมันทุกเม็ดอะ
No, wait, I think as soon as he identifies he's landed that headshot,
กระสุนมันทุกเม็ดอะ
Alex probably not too happy about some of the overcommits here from this post plant. Not at that point where you can just
ยังเป็น
swing
สไนด์อยู่
onto
ไหม
them, run the clock down, force another 2 or 3 seconds off the
ยังเป็น
defuse.
สไนด์อยู่สำหรับซัมติง
All
เพียง
right,
ก็บอก
though,
มา
flipping it on its head.
แต่คนละรุ่นครับคนละเจนอาจจะดี
This
ขึ้น
early mountain challenge has not been going particularly well for KC. However, this time did have a little bit more, but does he get caught? Magnum going to find Monnier. That was over towards the A side of the map, so this
Oi.
will be working out. Oh, not at all. Actually, Martin going to spot the feet of Forsaken.
ที่มันทันกันว่ะพวกนี้
Eliminated. And that's 2 picks on either side of the map. You couldn't ask for a better start if you're Karmine Corp.
Try looking to flash through here, but
Oh.
doesn't even catch Martin unaffected.
นักยิงเป้าบินทีมชา
The
ติ
paint shell's perfect as well. To slow Mind Freak down.
จังหวะแก้ตัว มาแล้วครับ
เฮ้ยมาแล้วหนึ่ง
Yeah,
แน
he's
บ
starting
แก้
to
ม
have a
ลำกล้อง
round.
แล้ว
Something
ยิงไป
สอง
to make up for what has been a dreary start for him.
แนบมาแล้ว โอ้โห นี่ตั้ง
That's
ศูนย์
not
มา
a bad way to begin it. And suddenly
กระบอกนี้ตั้งศูนย์มาใหม่แล้ว
this went from okay, take a fight to hold on, it's still something.
Bap.
Let's relax here a little bit. There's 2 players on CT.
ไม่เล่นเคซี่บอกไม่เล่น ไม่เล่น
Let's take that space. Does he
อุ้ยคลิกไป
ถึงจะเมื่อกี้คลิกทะลุเข้าหัวนี่
35
No.
seconds? He's causing them
จอแดงเลย
maybe a second or 2 of doubt. Plant something that he
30
wants.
seconds left.
No one's playing his tune though. No one's
ไม่
playing
เล่น
his game.
โอ้เซ
Problem
ฟ
is
จัด
with Shin still alive. Opportunity to smoke off here, so he has to dig his heels in. Can't really reset towards Mound with an open plant.
He needs
Does
to
have the
pick.
Blade Storm, he needs to pick early.
ถ้าเก็บอีกหนึ่งเปิดมีดคัดเลย
Karmine
นะ
Corp is as disciplined as we credited them. They shouldn't.
แกมแนบ
มาละ
ลำกล้องมา
Never be an
ดูที่
opportunity.
สโม
Causes
ก
issues.
Yeah,
Can he
there we
undo
go.
it?
He could
No,
have.
he can't.
I thought he might have had a
Oh.
little bit of a pixel there, but
Oh,
trying to play
yeah.
to the edge of it. And now they're grouping up.
Oh,
Oh my
hey.
god, he's got the pick. Hold on! This is game on. Something.
โอ้ย
Corp, keep
มา
that
กระบอกแต่
control.
หยิบมีดพี่
Keep
กระ
that
บอ
hit
ก
up
ปิด
work.
อ่าง
Playing together and getting the defuse. Scoreline all even.
You see again winning out in the early round. Very
โรง
early
งาน
pick
นี้
onto Monnier.
มีดเป็นไงได้คุณภาพไหมป๊าป๊า
Really hinders that sort of
น่าจะหยิบ
slow
มีด
play
ทำครัวมาเมื่อกี้
post plant.
หูช็อตนี้แม่งจัด
Martin though,
เออ
looking really crispy with the operator.
ยิงไวจัด
Remain.
Something unfortunately overwhelmed a little bit here. After finally managing to get the plant down, we also
Nice
see an
try
early
ครับ
timeout.
อารมณ์
But
โค้ช
again,
แต่
it's
ใน
just
จอ
a
ใหญ่
lot of these questions I feel like get
โค้ช
answered
ฝั่งหนึ่ง
with
ยิ้ม
one time in
แต่โดน
practice
นำไป
and
หนึ่ง
kind of
เกม
find
แล้ว
a way to work it out. But I don't know how much they've played this. I
ขนาดได้
we've
วิน
seen
ยัง
people to,
ยัง
you know,
จะทุบ
to
เลย
our
เลย
eyes. I don't know if they've been running it behind the scenes. If this is
จะ
just
ช
like
นะ
a
อยู่แล้ว
last minute change. This is something they thought, thought might work. Their traditional comp wasn't going to be the answer they needed. But to
Hey,
change it
bang,
at this
I'm
point
on
is I mean, it's a credit to
Pinale,
Paper
Mianti,
Rex to
ด้วย
do
The answer
it.
is to just
Team
get
Magnum ก็มีอันติ
Forsaken
ด้วย
on raise.
I mean,
That's-
it has worked to an extent. Maybe you have to see how that works out now. As it looks a simplistic start,
เข้าเลยว่ะ
but a great paranoia actually should facilitate them to the site. I don't think much is going to stop them here apart from their own paint shot, but even then something fancies his go of it.
โอ้โห
Gonna get in
อะไร
there
วะ
with a
น่ะ
stinger. And look at this tempo change. Look at this. No plant, but
Wala,
he
yun
drawn
lang.
out the lockdown so early. Now going to go for this. Divide's going to go through.
โอ้แล้วพี่มอนโดน
And Martin's the one to find Monnier. So that lurk's been removed. And they're going to dive on in.
Oh, he didn't get caught with the
โอ้ย
That was huge.
ลงแรง
That's
พอดี
two. 3 in the round. 2 off the rocket. And now Martin, can he do any more? He's feeling it. He wants more. He's chomping at the bit. He wants some dead. Magnum.
Ow.
Gonna take down for Sega.
ไม่มี
The fuse comes in. And Karmine Corp prepared.
ศูนย์ดับศูนย์ดิเหี้ย
What a round for Martin again.
เมื่อกี้กดคลิกเมาส์จมเลยผมว่านะ
Get past that trailblazer. I'm not even sure. Did he pick up an
เอ๊ะทำไม
empty
กดไม่
stinger?
ออก
It looked like there's a little bit of a delay, but again, KC figuring out exactly what Paper X want to do
มาทีมบอก
with Monnier on
ไอ้
the
เหี้ยโดน
Astra.
คุมกำเนิดไอ้สัสกำลังเกิดเลยเมื่อกี้
The thing is what's the second layer to these post plants? If it is kind of tailor-made around Monyet, buying time. PaperX aren't really achieving what they need to make that work.
Martin and Shin, and good to see Martin finding a bit of comfort here. He's been not quite to the extent of what we saw online, or at least I say online, in the kickoff tournament. He was very much not, I wouldn't say headline. You'd give that to Narrate, but he was right underneath him, very close by. Good to see a little bit of that form starting to really kick in here.
รู้ดิว่ารีเดียกอยู่ดี
And a quick adjustment for PaperX, eyeing up that A site after an early test towards Mount. And away they go. Forsaken gonna be cut off
ไม่
at
เก็บ
the
แล้ว
door
เก็บ
though.
สามบอก
And a
โดน
quick
สแปม
adjust. Looking to potentially pressure. Maybe get some timing right on this. They are all going
โอ้
to
เมียนติ
CT.
พี่นเรศกะอันติเลย
Right here to post an nightfall.
1 2 3
I'm waiting to see that pressure
Yeah,
come back.
Spike's still not planted.
No, and something is
ไม่รู้
screwed.
ว่าต้อง
Magnum clears
Ui.
it with ease, and Forsaken finally
จะสามเมียนติ
strikes.
ไง
But the rest of the team took a moment to back away, but it's Narrate on the punish towards Monnier. They're losing out on numbers. Forsaken can only find so much impact, surely.
ไปวาง
They
บอม
need to
อื่น
scramble away from here.
ต่อไปไปทันหรือเปล่า
ออกไม่ได้ด้วย
Mindfreak can hold this.
Now there's massive question marks
Well,
outside.
am I
speaking?
Four members of KC.
They're flying
Oh.
through. Martin finds Mindfreak, and that spike is over on C. It's going the longest way possible. So you're gonna need Forsaken
ต่อไปเอาอันติ
to
ก่อน
find so much.
10 seconds left. Divide will get Seekers off this.
เฮ้ยคุณน้องเฟิร์สนะครับ
Has
เฟิร์ส
flashed
ประมาณ
away.
3 เดือนนะครับผมไปทำไมครับผม
Forsaken needs so much here.
ดาวายกดอันติเจสันอันติตาม
He's gonna hear him this time.
Ui.
Shy for one, but Martin was
เห
so
ตุไว
quick
จัด
with
อุ้ย
the
มัน
response.
โอ้โหบ้าจัดอ่ะ
Divine next. In
Ui.
line here. Jump on the first to draw the fire. Falls back. Flash. Buys a second. They've still got to clear him. Does he get noted? Yes, he does. Oh, he's dead to
Yeah.
rights. Karmine Core showing
โอ้
diligence.
สมาธิมันดี
Now
จัด
starting
อ่ะ
to really get a
มา
grip
ตีน
on
อ่ะ
PaperX.
This is rough. Timing a little off. I guess the synergy a little off between Divine and Forsaken here.
Yeah.
Forsaken commits to that early peak. Yes, the showstopper. You almost want them to
Jason,
come
man,
into
thatยิงแค่นี้
this
เจอ
show
พี่เอ้ยได้ครับผมเจอ
เทป
สร้าง
ไวจั
สา
ด
ม
เลยนะ
ถ่ายรูปได้ไหมแต่ว่า
out towards KC.
นี่น่าจะไป
Sport.
แค่ไม่กี่วันแล้วครับ เพราะว่าลูกย้ายที่เรียนนะ
Maybe
น้องชนาพัฒ
a little bit lost in comms there, but beautiful recovery from KC. It looked like
โอ้
they were
เล็งไว้อยู่แล้ว รู้ว่าจะต้องโดน
initially, but
สะบัดมือให้ชนจุดสงสัยเจ็บ
Narrate's ultimate really the one to give them access back onto A side. I'm carrying on.
Yeah?
Yeah.
There.
You?
There was some temptation, but no, you're right, because look at this start. Look at Forsaken. Right off the
อืม
rip.
เกือบเจอ
Trying to get the
Oh.
Shut
Martin
Forsaken
Sanay
the hell up. Not
May
even getting a
palo.
voice line off, let alone the ult.
เวอ
And
ร์จัด
now what do? They've lost out on that early chance. You're down to 4. Something's position's going to be noted. Already early rotation from Narrate.
ไม่แปลกที่หมดยุคเอมราติกกับนาวีในอีมีแล้วโดน2 ทีมนี้
It doesn't. KC
ฟาติกก็โดนไปแล้วเหรอ
โดนหมดแล้ว
definitely in
นาวีก็โด
control
น
here at the tempo
ว้าว
this first half. Magnum will potentially be called upon and
It would hit,
spotted here on
would
the cross. Something. Able to dash across though. Unscathed so far.
โหดกว่าแบบโหดกว่าเดิร์กอีก
Will be uncontested. One yet disconnected once again.
2-0 ฟาติกด้วยเหรอ
ไม่รู้คะแนนแต่โดนอ่ะ
He's been read
2-0
so often though.
โดนเฮ
He's
เนติก
playing
วะ
very
เฟนติก
late here. Exceedingly late. So putting a lot of faith in the boys on the side. They can hold back this flood that's coming in right about
อุ้ยเทกัน
now.
ไวมาก
One trade, but it's not enough considering they're down to 2.
Oi.
Narrate
Oi.
sweeping through.
มาแล้ว
Mind
ตัวครับ
Freak bites right back. And now Monnier needs to come forward here. Needs to be part of this. Narrate down
ฉลาด
low.
จัด
Mind Freak toying with the
หลอกใคร
TP. Monnier can't hit the shot on the cross, and now it's all on
โอ้
Mind. What a way to come back in, Karmine Core.
โอ้โห
ในทราย
Get
Hồn
the
dao lên.
job done. They are starting to really tip the scales here, Mike.
PaperX really struggling. I mean, this almost has sort of echoes of the approach Fnatic had versus PaperX on this map. Concede all the space, happy to play the retake, and PaperX were just left scratching their heads in that series.
เฮ้ยคุณน้องเอลนะครับ43 เดือนนะครับผม
Look
ค
like
รับ
they've
ผม
taken a leaf out of
สง
that
สัย
one.
ได้ตัด3 แถบ
เป้าเขาวางแบบ
Typically, you
Hold there.
credit for
Tầm nảnh
PaperX's
cứแบบ
ability to convert space into success. And this sort of play style not really
แล้วมัน
the
ที่
approach
ถ่าย
to
ไม่
make.
ค่อยเยอะมันพอหรือเปล่าไม่รู้อ่ะ
A little bit of that, I guess, faith in the calling and executing the plans they've come up with, but so far it's looking absolutely on the money here. This could certainly spur them on as they go forward. But the timeout came in, a couple more rounds to play with, and a full purchase here for PaperX.
With the TP for Shin. Free off the showstopper. Again, Martin not really been relying on that too much with how he's been hitting. Equator definitely a more valuable investment in his hands than something so far. Bit of a pace change here. PaperX, no secrets about this on the way in. No slow creep.
First time it feels like all five are actually working towards something. Normally Monnier was disconnected, but this time they're playing somewhat close to the pack here. Plan's going to come in. You can see Magnum creeps a little closer. Prowler going to come through. They know Narrate's nearby. Massey's still up.
อุ้ยทำมิ่งดี
Flash there. Something trying to
ส
play
วย
it
จัด
out.
เรียบร้อย
Does really well with that. Takes down Tomasi and wants a bit more, but he's not going to be able to get back up that rope here. Forsaken going to be forced away as well, but they're still trying to stand their ground. Almost belligerent in approach, but it's divided by Magnum. Forsaken to answer one right back. Can they sweep the site? Narrate what you got for us now. You pulled off a
เดี๋ยวตัว
1v3
ตึงด้วย
before.
ระวัง
This is a lot though,
ตัว
and
ตึง
he
ด้วย
ain't
ที่
got
จะเซ
much
ฟ
time with this one.
เฮ้ยมัน
Trying to
สู้
hold
อ่ะ
on to the
พี่
upper- hang on. Still got back down rope here.
เฮ้ย
PaperX think he's saving. Oh, I mean,
มี
it's
ดึ
a
ง
star
ขาจาก
down.
พี่ม่อนแต่จะตัดปื
Regardless
น
on the spike.
เว้ย
Looking to do some further damage to the economy, but
จิตใจทำด้วยอะไรวะ
พยายาม
be
จัด
safe to get out here.
จิตใจทำด้วยอะไรวิ่งมา
I
ตัด
think he's
ปื
got
น
time to
มุ
get
ม
back
ม
in
อง
and get that operator
ดี
side.
นะซัมติงมันแบบว่าติดนิสัย
PaperX,
ชอบโด
a
ดลิ
slight
งลิงเลย
adjustment
เอ
on
อ
the pace. Coming out of the
ไม่งั้นจะ
timeout.
โดนโบกรถแน่
Get themselves a round win. Yeah, we haven't seen this sort of play coming out so far. I think
เกือบโดนกระชากหัวครับ
the real thing to notice is PaperX have forced back in their shells a little bit.
Which is strange.
Yeah,
right?
again, you can read this pretty well. It's like, yeah, as five, they're sitting back, they're in CT, they're getting ready to retake. Usually PaperX will be like, cool, let's send two people in there. Let's throw a flash in there. Let's get a little deeper, but we haven't really seen
วาง
that.
ระเบิดตัก
โอ้
มา
ตึงๆเลย
Okay.
วิรอด
You are lucky to be alive,
เกือบ
Forsaken.
ตาย
That looked like it was about to be wraps.
อุ้ย
อุ้ย
Come on!
คนรับ
Still
กรรม
good for it. They're just taking straight up aim duels. They're
ตอนแรกไม่
standing
โด
here
น
and
เป้า
fighting.
สอง
พี่คมเหมือน
พี่
กั
ม่อน น
เนี่
บ
ย
อกงง
Which team is which? It almost felt like it was PaperX
Ui.
doing that sort of
อุ้ย
stuff.
เจ็บเจ็บเจ็บ
You gotta be careful.
9 HP. And he was the last line of defense on this A site. A quick TP, but look
เฮ้ย
who's
เอาจริง
reading
เหร
it.
อ
Great.
Oh
Ui.
my god.
No
Oh.
idea. Magnum just
Mà lo
reads it
léo
like
đi.
a
มันรอ
book.
ดิ
เออรู้ว่า
I mean,
ไมฟีจะเล่นอย่าง
almost an
นี้ก็เลย
eternity
ร
that
อ
passes after these seekers identify
Salah
where Magnum is.
Divide, this is tough. Shin's vulnerable, but now you've got Magnum with his entirety of his setup here. Spike, this position. Divide can't cross this without being spotted.
โอ้โหคอนแทคกันแบบ
56 HP as well.
รู้เลย
It is. Paranoia getting prepped. A little bit of
30
free
seconds
fire, but it
left.
doesn't really matter. Yeah, bye-bye. Divide. Gonna go for the dog here. Couldn't quite close the gap, though, noting that
Yag
he's fallen
จัด
away
ว่ะ
from that
พี่
close angle, but he's got
Yeah,
20
yeah.
seconds. I think he knows this one.
Ah,
Yeah, just gonna slip
Yag
through
ma-
the fingertips here.
I'm not sure if I missaw that, but I thought
Save
the
le.
Seeker went to the left. It's invested from rubble. Obviously,
10
Shin
seconds
took a
left.
ton of damage inside tree, but I'm not sure if we're going to get a chance to see that on the replay, but the timing's just way off here. I believe if the door's broken, yeah, Magnum's broken the door. So I don't know if that information's just lost in the exchange or what. But a real gamble
Last
to
round in the
take
ห
this
รือ
TP
ว่า
all
เครื่อง
the
กำลั
way
งจะติด
towards
สำ
C
หรับ
site.
คาไมน์คลอบ
Wait until we do have any replay of that. It may not be the case.
Yeah, I can't remember exactly what happens here because I was focused on it. Well, I've missed it there.
Yeah.
I know Shin took a ton of damage inside tree. Maybe they're thinking, yeah, we've tagged up the A site player, so surely Magnum's gonna commit towards helping
Right.
his teammate.
Right, yeah. The critical issue there. Hey, Magnum. They're just taking mad challenges. Karmine Corp, this is very out of character, but it's worked very well. Completely surprising Paperex with a change of pace, taking a somewhat late duel over by Mound. And it worked very well for themselves. Shin on fire, they're taking down Divide. Monye noted. Nowhere to run. Nowhere to run on that.
เอาอะไรไปรอด
You've seen real different shades of this team in this half alone.
Yeah, and winning out in that sort of round where Paperex are looking to get feisty, get up in your face, take an engagement. KC happy to throw bodies on the line.
Let's go! Let's go, boys! Energy into it.
Definite. Yes, energy booster,
Yes.
confidence booster for Karmine Corp.
Happy to be proven wrong if they say, hey, no, this is where we intend to be, but it didn't quite land where I wanted it to.
No, and I think there's an opportunity to really, I guess, demonstrate it in the second half.
ให้พี่ลองแก้ม2-1อ่ะยืนยันคำเดิมครับผมเป็นเลข
It feels like in the mid
เอา
round,
สิ
the
นะ
slow
เซน
drawn out rounds where KC are happy to concede space, not use any utility, they're always going to win out. Let's see. Now Karmine Corp are going to approach. Get themselves up mound pretty quickly. The rest of Paperex making their way past Rubble right now.
โอ้โห
Looking for Monyet to just disconnect, but
ก่อนจากให้1 เม็ด
already.
เข้าที่หัว
Maybe a little posture just
ตัว
to
ค่าผ่านทาง
look a little more threatening than he is by a couple more seconds, but that flash should be noted.
It's an open path, so KC looking to
แล้วมอนยิง
potentially
ถูก
reset
คนได้ดิ
towards Mount, but
ยิง
matching
ตัด
the
มา
positions
ตีน
as
ไป
well.
Again,
Damn,
the turret's
Lee.
been dealt with quickly. They should have an idea that everyone's here. They've seen 3 different pieces of utility, and they're just going to flood CT.
สวย
อุ้ย
จัง
Something's going to catch Shin. Can they try and disrupt these final players? It's going to be a playthrough back on short as
อ้อ
well.
มไปวอเตอ
Magnum
ร์ฟอ
going
ล
to be
กันหมด
flashed off the angle. You can already see the smokes will be coming up here. The diffuse going to
อุ้
be
ย
starting
ฮะ
down tonight. Going to be dragged
สวย
away.
มาก
Monye, something. Paperex.
มีเลยเหรอ
No way.
โอ้ย
จะไวปืนหม
Go
ด
off it. You got 5 rounds. Relax.
อันนี้อะไรคุมไม่ได้ครับ กูไม่มีลูก
What are they up
ใช่ปะ
to?
เออ
It's always the same
มันไม่ทำมิ่ง
Paperex
นี่ต้องมาชัก
underneath.
กระสุนหน้าสมูกแล้วอะมันคือทำมิ่งต้องวิ่งไล่เพื่อน
What is
ยิง
that?
มันจัด
The crazy thing is, it always almost looks like that's the plan, that's the call. Somebody's saying that. Like, I've got to reload. Oh, I'm going to knife him.
Going for the
I'm
knife.
going to knife him.
Look at him. Look at him. Screaming. I can't believe it.
ตาไวโดนพันสวนด้วย
Well,
นะ
that's how they kick off the second half.
Oh no, I'm nervous now. They're just going to do Paperex things like,
อุ้ย
Ooh,
hello.
กูสแปมแม่นจัด
not been unconfirmed, but a ton of damage. That's a Monyet.
เฮ้ย
เอ้า
I don't
หายแล้ว
know what's going on there. Have a smoke out something?
I don't know, but he looked lost in the source.
เออใครตด
Monye, fortunately, though, going to make up for it. Kind of
Mon
bail
ซ่อม
out
ให้ครับ
by door as well. This is,
ใครตดหรือเปล่า
sure, Mike.
เอ้ยผู้บรรยาย
I'll
เมื่อ
leave
กี้
you to the
Well,
analysis on this one.
there's action coming now.
No, look, it's time.
Plant's going to come through. Martin looking for something, but
something บอกกูเลิกเล่นนอมเล่นปืน
it's
นี้
going
เล
to
ย
happen. Yeah, find something
Man.
on the other end of it. The Ray post up close to it. Just could do some
ปืนนี้
damage.
เฮ้ย
And again, good damage. Oh dear. Falls to divide. These rounds are getting weird. Shin left in a 1v2. Can he make something
Hey,
out of
hey.
it? He might just be able to. Something with a judge and Shin with a dream. He knows it. He knows he's close by. What the hell can Shin do? Oh, nice try.
หมุนเมาส์นี่มันโดน
แล้วเมาส์อย่างไวไง
Sure, he's dead, by the way.
It's just
Mom,
cleared
wait,
about 8 different angles in half a second here. It's such an awkward spot here.
เล่นบนล่าง something มันถนัดอยู่แล้ว
But yeah,
บนล่าง
Free
ซ้าย
looking
ขวา
to
8
smoke
ทิศ
some
ได้หมด
because
อะจริงๆบอก
he's out in the middle of nowhere.
B,
on
yeah,
the
ฟินิช
side.
มูฟสักที
It's,
Must be just come out
oh, this is
of
the end.
sending a smoke somewhere. So it looked like he was reloading. But that was him just pulling back out.
ลอยด้วยนะ
Bulldog.
สเปคบาร์ค้าง
Yeah, that was really weird on B. I don't know what happened.
มอนเหงื่อแตกเลยขนาดนั้นร้อน
That
อ่ะ
whole round was just,
กดดัน
you know, all out there. 8-6.
Carmine Corp looking to
Ten.
continue pressuring towards
หรืออาบน้ำ
Mounted.
อะวะ
Switch up, something on the other side of this.
อากาศน่า
I
จะ
feel
ร้อน
like something's going to do some nasty work here.
He's hanging around.
Yeah, okay, just...
out.
Yay, run.
Get out!
What the hell is going on? A late smoke towards main, but they might just disrespect it. They know they can.
มาไวมาก
Something down a little low, but he's still trying to be ferocious about this. Shin trying to play ahead of it, but it's Magnum to find
Ui.
it.
Ui,
Oh,
không.
Monye with a belting shot on Martin. Still going to find value even just with that Sheriff. Where the hell's the rest of the squad though?
อันนี้โบนัสใช่ปะ
For a crunch back through the door here,
Bonus.
potentially. KC in the danger zone. As soon as this opens up, though, it's a two-way street.
Magnum could get played in on this. It's Shin
น่ารอด
with
จะ
the
ทัน
spam
เฮีย
to catch him. And now the odds are looking less and less likely for Paper Expert to close that gap, but you can never write these guys out. Shin just controlling on the site, though, really keeping a firm grip. Magnum denies the door, and the options for Mind Freak have pretty much dissipated for those last couple of kills.
Yeah, and going to be weird coming out of this round as well, because it's Monyet and
I didn't
Divide
go
to
back.
have some credits left in the bank, but
ใช่น้องเกอร์
Microphone activated.
KC's round
2-1
win
นี่
here
เซฟ
almost
คุ้ม
gives
เหรอ
them
พี่เอ้ยคุ้มปะน่าจะคุ้มแหละไม่งั้นมันไม่
huge
เซฟหรอก
opportunity
ได้อยู่นะ
to double down on this. Knocking on the door of double digits as well. First ult cycle just about coming on for a few members of Karmine. So yeah, narrate 2 away, Shin 1 off the TP. Magnum and Martin about halfway. With something expecting to have the Blade Storm at least here, buying down to 550, and looks like actually, considering throwing everything in here, it's forsaken us to concern that far away from the showstopper as well. He's only got a sheriff. Switch up here from KC though.
Good luck, Divide. Is hightailing it away, which is probably the right call. Now, if you're Carmine Core, you're still going to do somewhat of a diligent clear. You can't be too lackadaisical about it, but there's a pace to them. They want to get this early starting quite quickly. Going to note the player towards topside CT. There is a lot more there now. Narrate, though, going to take away something. He's just holding the line. He's willing for a fight. This guy's almost welcoming the fight. They haven't gone for the plant yet, so this is getting a little dicey, but they're holding
กำลังจะ
it.
กำลังจะกดคลิกอยู่แล้ว
I know that Paper X is going to try and pre-take the site here, but it's punished. It's picked apart by Karmine
โอ้
Core.
ล็อกไว้
And
ทุ
it's
ก
a
ทาง
flawless round to find double digits. Money coming into question now for Paper X.
Yeah.
We know there's no timeouts. There's no opportunity to take a breather. Karmine Core really starting to dial up the pressure here.
Well, I feel like this echoes back to almost our starting point of this entire matchup. It's the question of form. We've seen what Paper X can look like in map 1 when it's terrifying, when they are in that full fight and flight mode, just flying at you across the map. And here, missing a little bit in that regard, whereas KC starting to hit towards where they'd want. Late swing comes out and they're hunting them down. Already Paper X not going to take the foot off the gas by any means. Didn't get the connections they want. Also, this drifter. Yeah.
ผม
เพื่อนขอบคุณน้องหมูหมูนะครับหมูหมูทั้ง3เดือนนะครับขอบคุณครับผม
No chance to get that weapon cycled across.
Microphone activated.
Should have a ton of information of how much presence
ปืน
there
ก็
was
บอกเดี๋ยว
towards
มา
C.
ช่วย
Paper
เก็บ
X
4
haven't
คนนะ
necessarily rotated just yet.
With the
And
loss-
now, actually, yeah, the rifle is retrieved. So Monye has that in hand now.
And with the loss of Magnum, there is a chance for some of these flanks to work, maybe, but they've decided against it, right? Opting against. Site's going to get cleared. No one there. Backfilling that space, though, you're going to see something try and maybe thread the needle, but look at the spike. Look where it's heading.
อุ้ย
Hook, line, and
Great read.
sinker.
Great read
โย
here.
กหลอกใช้ทุกอย่าง
Paper X have
หลอก
taken
มา
the
ฟรี
And enough time will pass here where they have a chance to at least get back on as long as KC are quick about this one. Yeah, finally coming through an open plant
เรา
towards
ทิ้งโอ
Mount.
เมนไว้เหมือนเอามาส่ง
And plenty of opportunity.
info.
Shin now in a position to play spoiler. Ooh, a glance from something.
หืม
But
ค่อย
not
ๆคืบ
noted.
คาน
4 through door, though. That's a lot of players there. Martin this time in the position Magnum was in before, but again, they don't have the weaponry to really close this down. You can see that late low
Ui.
does get handled, but they've had no success
3-2
elsewhere. I'm just
No,
eyeing
damage
up
already done.
Monye.
อุ้ยอันติ
Hold on, I'm eyeing up Monye. What is this man up to?
Huh?
He's got to beat Martin, and he's got to do it fast. Yeah,
Ui,
absolutely not.
สวยจัด
What is the plan here? There's no time for this. This
เฮ้ย
feels...
สว
โอ้
ย
ไอ้วิ่งยิง
Wait,
พูดทัน
There's
ปะ
no time for this. No,
Who
it's
done
no,
not.
no,
It's
no,
not
no, no, no.
Close, but no cigarette.
โอ้โห
Not even. I thought it was
มีให้
way
เห็นเหมือนกันมาติน
I was like, yeah, no, he's like a second
แต่
off
ว่า
here. Huh?
กูไม่ทัน
KC find 11 though.
Bloody hell,
Yeah.
what a game. This is close, didn't it?
Yeah. A little touch and go. I mean, if anything else happens here, and it's Martin to fall first.
มันหลอกโคตรเนียนเลยอะหลามเนี่ย
Right. Go back in, this time with the buy though. Clark just coming out for Paper X, but still, it's sticking the landing. That's been the hard part. TP gets taken and committed to, so you're going to have Shin towards CT. He can confirm, site's clear.
แล้ว
Just gotta be
เค
careful
ซี
over towards that
โดน
watchful side.
ใครลงมาใส่ล่างนะ
Seeker's going to come through as the
Oh,
answer as well.
Genji.
So Plant going to be going down uncontested.
ใช่เหรอวะ
Pressure's going to be coming back.
Oh, don't
Full
spend.
here, the paranoia, a little off kilter. And Shin will punish.
Oh, look,
Second
man.
time,
Oh.
he's found it.
Shin is just unleashing
Oh.
Oi.
Stunning from Shin.
โคตรบ้า
Full control in CT. He fancied a bit more, didn't he? But something gonna quell that aggression. Puts him into a 3v2, but again, they don't have step to sight. They don't have the ability to clear these deeper position players. And I wonder if Magda might have caught an audio cue or two there. But still, this is looking like 12. Karmine Corp. Maybe giving us a game here. Hoping map 3 could be that highlight between these two. As Narrate does take away Mind Freak. There's just no mercy
No.
in these players. After map 1,
Oh,
after
word
what
that.
was being done to them, they've come back with an answer.
แต่พอยว่ะ
But a much more convincing map victory it will feel like as well.
Yes.
I mean, Eng saying, you know, yeah, you don't know what to do. We don't know what to do versus a team like this. We've never been tested like this. To still come out of map 1 with a 13-10 and then play like this on Lotus,
Look at that.
you've got to be feeling fantastic.
Puts faith back in the system, doesn't it? Stepping up to the plate here. This map, you could argue, was one of the crowning jewels of their map pool throughout regular play, but still, actually might get a bit of a fight here. First time we're seeing a bit more pressure put in by Paper X over towards this rubble side. So Karmine Corp may not get the complete
เฮ้ย
run of the house. They
Oi, oi, oi.
absolutely
เฮ้ย
don't.
มาแล้ว
Take down Shin.
อันติไหม
Not gonna get
Oh
the
my
ball.
God.
Oh my god, there's a lot of
โอ้โห
players.
That
Only
did
gonna get
so
one.
much damage.
เอ้า
But he can't make it away.
แบดแพ็ก
Martin, yes, left low. Narrate down low. And
Oh,
something is
the knock
behind
that-
him. Martin,
Mhm.
excellent work from him. Heads up work from Martin. And now there was one. Monye with a judge. And 3
With the
players.
judge.
Yeah, not going to get played in either.
No.
Have to try and recover a weapon here. Fully reset for the 1v3 elsewhere. And Martin down to 56, Narrate on 42.
เฟดยังมีของครบไวเปอร์มีนติของครบ
Right read on this as well. He's going to be in a position
Left
pretty
me
close
lot.
by when this plant does come through.
Yeah, he's not a million miles away. That doesn't really help matters for him.
No, he's going to be on the outside of it though. Oh my
เฮ้ย
เอาแล้วหมุน
ฮะ
เอาลุมุน
จังหวะนี้ครับ สวย
god. Where did that just go?
I don't know
Wait.
if Monye's gone played in here. That's a
แล้วหมาไม่
freebie!
เจอได้ไง
And
วะ
now there's problem. Oh,
โอ้โห
Martin!
มาทีม
He's caught him. He just got a grip on him at the end there.